Hello everybody and welcome to another Genshin Impact live stream. How are you doing on this wonderful Monday? It's unusually bright in my room because my heat pump hasn't really fired up since the power came back. I hope you have a wonderful day and that will be coming better second. So yeah, I had a pretty big power outage, or like, you know, half my like administrative area lost power, pretty big one. It was for almost like 2 hours, yeah, a bit over 2 hours, I think in total. One of the bigger outages we've had recently. Let me start a Gamba. Billets, 3 bosses, bam. Okay. And we can start doing some daily quests. So yeah, today we have dailies. We have weekly bosses. And kind of not much after that. Oh yeah, one important thing about resin. Overflowing abundance. Also, this had a exclamation mark, but we're already done. So that's fake. Hello, the Pierre. Annoying yapper. This is probably the most yappy commission in the entire game. He just doesn't stop. He just keeps talking. And then you have to go to like the other side of the country. Remember when I would do dailies without teleporting at all? Back before I got like rhythm gaming to fill in that space in my stream? Yeah, like, dailies like this were annoying. Or maybe they were good actually. Maybe dailies that took forever to clear were good if our goal was to waste time. Hello, Tilted? Can we go back to him? And then I would need to go back to Fontaine if this was my last daily. So we make 3 trips. Oh yeah, one good thing though is I can grab these plants. Hello, Fat. Okay. Oh, lizard. Here we go. We only have 1 week and 2 days left until my boy Durin. I'm so excited. He also seems to be a very strong character. He's very strong, but he doesn't like raise the power ceiling. So that's like the perfect space to be. We have quite a few pulls saved up for Durin. What is bento? It's like a Japanese lunchbox thingy. You know, you prepare lunch at home, put it in a box, and then at work or at school, you eat it. You open the box and you just eat it out of the box. It's a company. I mean, anybody can they can name their company like anything. Oh, more seeds. Hello, seed. Bong bong bong.
薬も毒になり得ます。読めた。なるほど。嘘はいけないね。
Here we go. I don't know any. I don't recognize that name as a company. LSTP here so that we can heal up from the statue. Although, honestly, I'm not really like damaged at all. I can just do this. Bonk. I've been playing a lot of Shin Megami Tensei lately, so whenever I use an ability in Genshin, I immediately think about like how much mana it's gonna cost me. But no, there are no mana costs in Genshin. I can use my abilities willy-nilly on cooldown. I don't need to think about the MP usage. Okay, what do we have here? Oh. But unfortunately today I didn't manage to get any playtime in because of the power outage. But I played some Pokemon Legends ZA on my Switch at least. Hit A rank in ranked this season to get my 3 Dream Balls the day after tomorrow. It's fine. It's a bit of a shame when you are addicted to a game and suddenly you can't play it. It's as if Mondays weren't bad enough already, as they are. Oh, terrible aim here. There is a bit of RNG in the beams though, right? Kinda like they can go like this or like this. Maybe not. Maybe they always shoot the same way, and I'm just bad at it. Okay, Nefer is still not friendship 8, but she's getting there. And how is Flynn's doing? Okay, almost 9. Yeah, I just want to have them all. I want to have all my characters maxed out on friendship by the time Luna 4 comes out. Because that's when we might get 3 new characters, and they might all come out at the same time even. If they pull a Mavuika again with Mavuika with Citlali, same half of the patch. I doubt they would do that, but they could. And there's gonna be a 4-star as well. So I won't have enough time on in my friendship team. If Durin and Lauma, or like sorry, Durin and Nefer needed more friendship, and then I got 3 new characters, that's 5. And that's bigger than 4. Can you see the issue? I like it when I have multiple plants in one box. Multiple different types of plants. It looks so colorful then. But it's kinda more clicks than it's worth. Okay, we stocked up on Fontaine Seeds. It's not this planter, it's the other planter. We have some Zydon Peaches though. Oh yeah, it's this. But we have silk flowers, which are always a priority. Because silk flowers make silk! Or rather, just cloth. I don't think Genshin specifies the material. Oh, I have a lot of Valberries. We are capped on Valberries. Gotta do those then. The flower teapot meta. Man, it's 19 degrees Celsius in my room right now. It's pretty cold in here. I wish I was playing Zenless today, because when I play Zenless, my PC gets hotter. Maybe I should be running like the optimizer in the back so that my PC heats up a bit more. Genshin's system requirements are too low, it doesn't stress my system at all. Why did I click that? Get all the Frozen dolls and make more of them, of course. That's what we need the fabric for. Some fabric of fine make. Straight from Liu and silk flowers. Also depot, we can buy the transient resin. And the books. And the Mora, which for some reason doesn't max out. They made so that whenever you click something, the quantity is maxed out. Except for Mora. when you click Mora, the quantity is not maxed out for Mora. It's like, is this intended? Or a bug? It doesn't seem like something that would be intended, does it? Okay, let's grab books before I forget. So we want to go to Mondstadt and grab... not this. This. Ballad. Right, triple check. I like how in Star Rail, whenever they reveal a new character like in the livestream properly, they just have them in game already, their data. So it's easy to farm. Okay, Ballad. Normally it would be a Wednesday book. So we're cheating the system by farming it on Monday. I think I'm just gonna go Ballads all the way. Cause I do have 13 golden books. But I will want to double or maybe even triple Crown Durin. Maybe like at least level 9 Albedo skill. Crown Venti skill, maybe his basics. Like there is gonna be a lot of use for Ballad books. I think I just farm that only and be fine. Oh yeah, I could level up, if I had too many, I could level up Dahlia talents. Because of course they make all new characters use Ballad, man. It's so dumb. It was already the most overloaded book. Most crowded book, and then the 2 Mondstadt characters they have added recently, or even 3, wait, Mika as well. Every single Mondstadt character that came after Inazuma came out uses Ballad. What is this? What a joke. Okay, where were we? Can I do this with Nefer? What are the enemies here? Cryoabyss mages. I don't think I can do this with Nefer actually. I should be able to do it with Flints though. I could do like a 3-member Mavuika team with Nefer. If I wanted friendship for Nefer pretty badly. Oh, that's actually kinda bad. We're not getting the cloud. Oh yeah, okay, this is terrible as well. Wait, I think I've been through this already. But like, Flints does not work well in this domain. Because you cannot apply Electro or Hydro to these Cryo Slimes. Yeah, the Abyss Mage is actually the smallest issue here. Although still a bit of an issue, but yeah, we need something different. Oh, I can use 40. Yeah, that's nice, that's nice. We do 40 and then 20. Okay. This was kinda like using 40. This was like 4 runs of this, right? Because we spent 40 and then got doubled to 80. So it's 4 runs to get 288. Not bad, not bad. We need a different team. I like Mavuika, and we can replace Citlali with Nefer for friendship. I'm gonna forget about this and then load in with this team into the boss fight later, the Natlan Dragon boss fight. Oops. Yeah, let's just spin on them. Man, this is still annoying even with Pyro characters. The enemies just spawn so far apart. They get like one shot. Oh, nice, that was a good combo. I had the stacks from before. So even without any Hydro on the team, I could still do enhanced charge attacks on Nefer. Let's say all we need now is one claim. Then might as well just do one. Hello, Shiver Me Timbers. So I'll change the Nefer now so that I don't forget. If only I could farm different books that aren't from Mondstadt, but we are kinda stuck here. Where is Citlali? Oh, here she is. Okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I leveled her to 90 because I was using her in Dire. And any character that I use in Dire, almost any character that I use in Dire, also level 90. The exception being Aino so far. I know the goat doesn't even need levels to clear Dire. Best character in the game. Like, legit, whenever people say that Aino is bad, I just... How can you say that with a straight face? When she's part of the... two of the best teams in the game. And not needing levels is a plus. That's an upside, not a downside. I mean, my Aino is still level 80. It's not like I don't level her at all. Also, in a Flames team with Inefa, it's much less of an issue than in a Nefer team, where you might even not have a sustain at all. My hands are so cold. I already said before that, like, it's 19 degrees Celsius in my room right now. It's cold. We had no power for over 2 hours. It just came back before I started streaming. But it got pretty cold. Okay, we can spend 20 more. I could even spend this Transient, right? Because it will not last until Stygian. Yeah, this one is spendable. The next one we already need to save for Stygian. But this one we can spend. So might as well use it here, unless I wanted to use it like in a week for weekly bosses, because I will forget. Yeah, it's good to keep it actually. Because what I might do... is... I will condense all my resin, and I will be like, whoopsie, I actually need raw resin. Thank you very much, Xenox16 for the follow. I will condense everything and I will need raw resin in order to get the bonus rewards from the event. You cannot use a condensed resin. You need to use pure resin. So having this, just in case, it will be like, whoopsie. Found me through the in-game online tab. Twitch's discovery features are so bad. I'm getting more viewers through the Genshin friends list, or like not even friends list, a random people list. I also have the condensed I can use here, because I can use 20. We'll do that, and then we can use the 3 condensed. Yeah. I'm really glad you decided to check me out. And I hope you are also excited for Durin just as much as I am. EM Sans but with no substats. EM Sans with triple flat. The high roll kill rate is nice. For Favonius proc rate, but we want real substats, not this. Not the 3 worst possible ones. I mean, you can put them on the same banner. If you are pulling, oops. If you are pulling for Yahoda, you might get a Durin. Or more like, you can get Yahoda by pulling for Durin, because Durin is the 5-star. Yahoda might have some main DPS potential. Ooh. HP Sans double crit? EM? The attack percent is not good though, in case we are going HP Sans. Which I really love Yahoda as well. Although her kit... I mean, if you want to make a team focusing on Yahoda, it can actually be nice. But if you want to just put her in a Flames team, in a Nefer team, it kinda leaves a bit to be desired, because she takes too much time to do her stuff. She needs to run for like 3 seconds. Crit damage attack EM, no crit rate. This actually has some merit on a crit rate overcapped fleens. We just want to have her, not play her. Just put her in the teapot. Put the Hoda in the bag. Do I try this? If you roll like EM and attack, I don't know. No. If it was a 4-liner, ooh, Dendro damage bonus goblet crit rate ER? I can actually play decent on like Llama. It's not great though. You just play EM. Yeah, you don't play Dendro damage bonus on Llama. No. On Nahida maybe, right? If I want to play, you usually will do. If you have Nahida and Lauma in a team, in an effort team, or just in a Bloom team or whatever, you will put Silken on Lauma and then Deepwood on Nahida. Because Nahida can make use of the Dendro damage, but she doesn't need ER usually. And then Lauma cannot make use of the Dendro damage from Deepwood, but she can use the ER from Silken Moons. So this is probably terrible. Yeah. Let's not, neither of these pieces. If they were 4-liners. I need to be fairly picky on this set. Because if I keep garbage like this, I just have to throw it out later. Because it turns out that, oops, I already had better pieces anyways. Hey boys. Wakey wakey.
目を閉してお静かに夜ですね
Oh no, it's not these mats. Durin will use the Fatui mats, but not the Fatui machine, the Fatui mats. So we might need to go hunt down some Fatui members. We could go fight the local legend. I think it's this teleporter? Yeah, we can go beat up this guy, because he drops a lot of the Fatui mats.
Yeah.
And we have the counter team. So the fight itself should not be an issue at all. Hello, bro.
安全距離確認7号
目を閉してやっはっとやお静かにさや
塵となってくださいバシャバシャ水弾だ吸引テスト開始
暗闇は怖いですか
It's very tanky actually.
や
What is his shield?
ほら死の底へや
Here we go. Oh, I switched out a bit too early.
見て見て虹だよガチャガチャ安全距離
お静かに
I wanted him to use the shield earlier so that to get the particles coming. But yeah, 17 tattered warrants. That's what we came here for. So if the boy actually used the shield early, I could have gotten an extra burst. No, but he took forever to cast it. It was just the Stygian version that was particularly quick about it. Okay. Let's play like one song in the rhythm game while I wait for the weekly bosses. Let's play something quick, Kachina. To warm up a bit. Oh, we need to. I might need to do some Miliastra as well. If I am out of content. I've clicked too early. Can't wait to have to do every song again, but on like hard mode. And half the screen will be obstructed by fog, and then the notes will be smaller, so there will be less room for error. I wonder how many goods this would be on hard mode. Definitely more than one, because I had some pretty close calls. Sometimes I do have notes where, or even when I will clear a song perfectly, I will like feel that I pressed it kinda wrong at one point, but Genshin has pretty high tolerance. You can get the note kinda incorrectly, and yet still get the credit for perfect. And yeah, on the hard mode, I'm pretty sure this will not be the case anymore. I actually have to nail the note every time. Oh man. Duel in the Mist again? And then we'll have to do Polumnia Omnia? Oh, not Polumnia Omnia. Hello, Sayonara. Oh, man, I'm already in pain. From just the thought. That more Polumnia Omnia awaits me. I was so happy to be done with that song forever. Okay. I'm pretty sure we should be able to start now. Depends on how badly I mess up as well. My rotation. Hello, this is Gamer. Oh, Dali is kinda dying, that's not good.
冷凍の時間よ。光り輝くがいい。何をする。そうこう。面白くなってきた。風神様の最高の一品よ。
I tried to switch to Scarlet, you know what?
この手に。と。
Perfect. I mean, it's not like the first phase is difficult, but you can mess up. If I take a few slashes too many to kill the king, then before the queen spawns, I lose my Skerk form. And I need to do one more rotation. Next part we are finally gonna see the witches for reals. Should we go and skip Durin because you don't have not units except for Prince and Aino? I mean, those are not units. We don't know what Columbina does yet. We have no idea. So we just need to wait and see. But Durin is a great and very universal character. Just like Lauma, it's like impossible not to have a team where you could use Durin. He's an upgrade for like half the carries in the game. And a very good main DPS himself as well. The other witch in this cutscene? It's Barbeloth, Monarch's Master. One of the three goddesses of creation in Simulanka, together with Alice and Anders' daughter. But yeah, you can kind of think of her of Barbeloth as Mona Pro Max. Can you agree Mavuika team? No, that's like the one character where you do not want Durin anywhere near Mavuika. Because he steals her melts, and also it's not from Natlan. I mean, you should be happy not so. Okay, we have this. Why would you want Mavuika to get stronger? Like, bro. That's like serial killer behavior. If somebody said that Mavuika didn't get an upgrade this far. Now we just need to go without Escoffier Burst. Please don't revive here. I think she revived. Oh no. Nice. You don't have Zitlali? If you don't have Zitlali, I guess you could play Overload teams with Mavuika Durin. It's kinda cope though. Cannot lie. I'll wait a bit to pick this up for the Gamba to end. Because I guess Overload with Mavuika is just kinda cope by itself. But I guess one thing about Durin is that he can actually even replace Chevrus in overload teams. Because, I mean, Chevrus is still an amazing buffer. At C6, her buffing prowess is unrivaled. But Durin also gives Shred, which is like the most important thing for a team to have. So you could play Durin instead of Chevrus. And then the upside is that you don't need reliable off-field Electro anymore. Actually, wait, how long does Durin's Res Shred last for? How often do you need to overload for his Res Shred to be up? Oh, 6 seconds. Yeah, okay, so you do still need off-field Electro. So I guess you would play like Ororon, Bennett, Durin, Mavuika? No, that's like so bad. But you don't need... Like, you don't need to only have an Electro Pyro team. Overall, Mavuika teams are just not good, man. It's still Mavuika, you can play Mavuika with no team and do fine, but the overload Mavuika teams are not good at all. Oh, yo, that's a billet. And we even got a knight. I've got 4 now. Easy win. As always, just bam, win for believers. So I would probably be better off playing like Vape Mavuika. Oh, maybe that's even worse. Or Melt Mavuika but without. I mean, Overload. Probably the best way to play Overload Mavuika is to just play Varesa main DPS. If you want to play more Overload Mavuika, you can pull Varesa. Yeah. Because then Varesa is like the main DPS. And you have Mavuika as like a sub DPS. You just burst, you can do like a couple quick combos with her before switching. Those are actually good Overload Mavuika teams. And you don't need to worry about having enough Natlan units other than Mavuika, because Varesa just fully charges you. The burst is always fully available. Vape with who? Yeah, Lan is probably the best partner for Vape Mavuika. But yeah, just pull Citlali or Varesa if you want a Mavuika upgrade. Or Situ Chaska. Okay. So I will still need to do the other bosses. Gamba is done, but we are not done yet. So probably, if you really want to play Vape Mavuika, something like Mavuika, Yelan, Bennett, and Shilonen, or Yansan. Maybe Yansan could be better because more Night Soul. But Shilonen by herself should be enough already. Yeah, sure. But if you don't have Shilonen, then it must be Yansan. Could be Yansan and Bennett. That's also an option. No Shred though, in that case. Infinite good for Mavuika? No. Not enough Hydro. Furina is just kinda bad in those teams. If you want to play Furina with a Vape carry, you can play Durin instead. Durin is a better Vape carry than Mavuika. If you are playing Mavuika Vape, then Durin is probably just better. Because Mavuika is stronger when she melts. But Vape Mavuika might unironically be worse than Vape Durin. Although I guess Mavuika's combos are so busted. Maybe Mavuika is just too good. And yeah, Durin wants Mona, or I mean Mona as well, but Durin wants Furina because Durin has no artifact sets he can play. Like, Durin's Blessing slot is Noblesse. That's not a good main DPS set. So by playing Furina, if you are on-fielding your Durin, need C6 Bennett for that. So C6 Bennett and Furina, then you on-field your Durin, Do the pyro normal attacks for some extra damage, and you can play Marishusa.
光り輝くがいい善意を焼き尽くし対象ロックオン全滅モード届けるといい
I have no ear on the armor.
落日全ての始まりに過ぎ
Yeah, hopefully, because Razor and Klee and Mona all suffer from the same issue. They have no sets. It's kind of impressive how in 5 years these characters have not received any set that works on them properly. Maybe Mona, you could say Nymph's Dream would be pretty decent for Mona, but just yeah, it's not the most powerful set, but it does fit her well. So yeah, maybe we can exempt Mona from that. This works. But Klee, Razor, and Durin have nothing. Like nothing.
私は
Best DPS option, Stupis. Not a great situation to be in. Okay, let's grab some of the plants. Or you play Marisha Furina. Or you can play Emily and then play the burying set. But you'd probably just rather play Furina. Furina is just a better character than Emily. And Marisha is a better set than the like... What is even the name? Unfinished Reverie? Yeah! I remember the name. No way. Okay, it's 50 damage bonus. That's it. Oh, I choked on my tea. 50 damage bonus ain't bad. But it's not as good as 36 crit rate. What if I play Klee, Durin, Inefa Aino, and then play the not Cryset on Klee? That sounds pretty terrible. We would have bad Lunar charged uptime as well. Because Kill just applies too much pyro. And we would have Durin to boot. We need like Mona. Klee, Mona, Aino. Inefa. But yeah, my Inefa, Aino, they are locked in their own team. That's one of my better teams. Dire capable. Okay, time to mess up my Mavuika combos again. Against the most scuffed boss in the game. Okay, I kinda did something here. Okay, he's gonna disappear now. Or actually, is he? Oh, you can do this. Can this hit? Oh, wait, this was kinda sick actually. I could have even done this a bit faster if I believed in this attack pattern happening. Yo, that's one of my best clears of this boss so far. Not complaining? Mavuika should have a passive where she doesn't take damage from fire. Cause like, she's on fire all the time. So how can she take damage from fire when she's on fire already? She'd be immune to like burning and environmental fire. Not like it would change anything about her. Burning sucks anyways. I mean, maybe Burning will be good eventually. We just need the Burning Emily. Kinich, or rather Durin, buffs Burning by being a good character who also happens to be Pyro. He doesn't have any like special synergy with Burning really. I mean, he does shed Dendrores, so there is that. Can Mavuika solo rear? No. I don't think even the 10% rear. Even with like all our powers combined, with like Columbina, who was charged by the power of the 3 moons, and we had Dainsleaf, and then like characters like Neferlama and Flins aren't that weak either. And then like even with that entire squad, even with a pretty elite squad of fighters, we still needed to like use the Albedo alchemy shenanigans and Durin's abyssal nature to transmute Reri's own abyssal power into elemental energy to fuel Columbina more, and just so that we could open a gate to throw him there, right? We didn't actually beat him. I mean, the gate might have killed him. Possibly, maybe? Because it seems like the moon gates... I don't think anybody ever passed through one unscathed. But as Rerir is a blasphemy against death, at worst, he probably just became scattered again, like he was at the beginning of the story, where, you know, he was collecting his own fragments to become stronger, but we cleansed his heart and he got very mad. But yeah, we kinda had to cheese him, you know? Using his own, we had to use his own power, and even then we didn't straight up beat him, we cheesed him by throwing him off the map. Although Arlecchino, nah, not that either. You could argue that, you know, juiced up Columbina could even be stronger than Arlecchino, although it's hard to compare. Arlecchino also has a similar issue to Child, where using her powers comes at a price, and maybe she could have a burst of power strong enough to defeat a foe way stronger than her, but then she will just die. So it's probably not worth it. Oh, Xenox, sure. That was the new viewer from today, yes. So I don't think any single playable character... I mean, because in my eyes, the strongest playable character is Nuvilet. And even then... maybe... We've never really seen Nuvilet unleash his full strength. I mean, there was the fight against the whale, I guess, but that's an isolated instance. So he only ever fought one enemy, right? Since he regained his power. It's kind of hard to say. Hello, Molonek. But I would say that Rerir is definitely stronger than Capitano, because he's also an immortal Canrian, but also is way juiced up with Abyss, while Capitano really isn't. They are very similar to like, their power comes from similar sources, and Rerir just should have more of it. And Capitano kinda tied with Mavuika. Kinda lost, but he was also in a pretty bad shape. I guess so was Rerir. There's also the question of 10% Rerir versus 100% Rerir. We really don't know enough about Zhongli. We have no, like, recent combat feats from him at all. We only have, like, legends about thousands of years ago. Alice is weird, but yeah, she's kind of like... kind of on another level. Because she's an interplanetary threat, you know? She's not tied to Teyvat itself. She went to Earth to collect idol magazines and give them to Barbara. She brought KFC and Aloy. I mean, she might have not been the one who brought in Aloy, but she definitely oversaw the process at the very least. And yeah, hello Molonek, I'm doing great. She can take Aloy back. But in Surtalogy is similar, where he also like is not tied to Tevat. He goes around destroying galaxies for funsies. And he's also a sinner, so he's like Rerir's peer. People do call Rerir the weakest sinner, but we don't really know if he's the weakest sinner. He's the sinner with the most mundane goal. He just wanted his girl, you know? Really badly. Because the others were seeking like ultimate knowledge or ultimate strength or whatever. They were seeking perfection, and Rerir just wanted a girl. So like, his goal is more down to earth, but it doesn't mean he's weaker than the others. They all kinda have tapped into the same abyssal power source. I mean, there are other ways to be strong, like by being able to super accurately tell the future. That's kind of a big boon, even if you are not that strong physically. If you know what your enemy is gonna do, you can kinda like outplay them pretty easily. And even then, Vedrfolnir had the power to like undo at least partially the curse of immortality, which is like Dainsleif was very surprised that such a power even exists. Oh, Redrick has business in Not Cry. I've always felt that the best way to understand a new place is to see how its people find energy, and how they waste time. So I had business to attend to in Not Cry recently. I made sure to sample the local cuisine and even stopped by an underground fighting ring or two. You won't exactly learn refined combat techniques in those no-holds barred matches, but you can learn a lot about the participants' personalities and ways of thinking from the way they strike and defend. I have to admit, I rather enjoyed the observation, and ended up staying a few days longer than planned. In any case, my work went smoothly, and since I was away long enough, it seems the affairs of the Fort of Meropid managed to sort themselves out in my absence. A win-win situation, I would say. Oh, and as for the part where I got a little carried away, let's keep that between us, shall we? We got a drink. Okay. So the weekly bosses are done. Let's grab some... Let's grab some artifacts! Wait, wrong team. This one. My favorite part of the day. I unironically enjoy this. They're getting all the Dendrochila in Sumeru, very nice. For me, the most, like, if I wanted to actually do, like, meaningful things in Genshin, I would either have to turn to TCG or just finish the Shiguin song. Those are, like, the only things I could realistically do. I've done everything else there is to do in Genshin. Oh, and level up my Miliastra account as well, I guess. Soon I will get my new ID. I already like applied for it, now I'm just waiting for them to deliver it. Should be like 2 weeks at most from now. And I can start trying to even create an Miliastra. Although I don't really have that kind of time right now. I really want C2R1 Durin. Don't you say this about every single character that comes out? Ever since you came back to Genshin, haven't you like tried to pull C2R1 of everybody? Well, I mean, yeah, the characters in Not Cry are pretty peak. I can't say they aren't. But, you know, it's like a new character in any game gets revealed, and Hydro says, "I need her." Oh, sorry, because it was Molonek, not Wilson. Sorry. You both have purple names, so I thought it was Wilson typing. Who's also pulling C2 of everybody, including Durin. And by not cray characters, I mean characters released in Genshin Impact Song of the Walking Moon. I'm also counting like Alice, Nicole, Varka, all of them. Because there are pretty few characters from like proper not cry. Names of the same color are my biggest weakness. It's kinda like in Penacony, in Star Rail. We actually only really got like, depending on how you want to count it, between 2 and 4 natives from Penacony. And 2 of them were fake. They weren't real people, and they are gone now. They just got erased. Because the Gallagher and Misha, who are like definitely from Penacony, and they are also definitely dead. Or like gone, because they kinda were never alive in the first place. And then, arguably Robin and Sunday, but they weren't born in Penacony, they just grew up there. But I guess it counts enough. And that's it. Nobody else from Star Rail to Point X was from Penacony. Everybody else was just like a visitor to Penacony at best. Is this better? Yeah. A short green name. I don't think anybody else has. Shiver Me Timbers is like light green, and his name is longer. Because there is like name length and name color. Those 2 things are how I identify people at a glance. So you have a name of similar length and same color as somebody else, I might mistake you. Oh no, don't grab this, bro. But yeah, on like just, you know, first thought, I don't think anybody else is dark green like this from my frequent viewers. I mean, it's not barf green. It's like leafy. It's really nice. I definitely like it. Says the guy with barf green walls. But by the way, the green on my walls is very different. Or like the wall behind me is not even green. These 2 walls, the one behind the monitor and the one to the left on the same wall as the window, these are like light green. And the one behind me is brown. It's just the lighting plus my camera quality plus the fact that the 2 walls kind of blend together. That's why it looks like that. I kind of got spooked by the clap from Varesa. I thought something bad happened. Let's do the squats. Only 54 more than the Oculi. You can just use the Oculi finder in game. You don't need to like guess which ones are taken and which ones are not. Because the believers won as always on the first boss. I usually get billets on the Mondstadt boss, so I have so many of them. I mean, you can just make it. Or do you mean you haven't done reputation at all, so you don't have it unlocked? Then do reputation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Actually fairly nice. It's still very cold in here. I'm kinda freezing. But yeah, why don't you do reputation? It's so much Mora. So many mats. Special unlocks. Like how can you not do reputation, bro? That's just wrong. Here. What do you mean can be better? It takes like 5 minutes per week. If you want to play a Hoda, you're best of just making a Hoda team straight up. I feel like she's kinda coping. If you like have a Nefer or Flynn's team or whatever, you want to put Yahoda in there. Like if you don't have, if you own Nefer and Flynn's, but not Lauma or Inefa, and you want to make 2 not Cry teams, then like sure, one gets Aino, one gets Yahoda. That's your only option. But it takes too much time, man. Your days are gonna be so slow. Hello, Wilson. She takes like 15 years on field. Kinda like Yae, but unlike Yae, Yahoda actually does something. Cause Yahoda or Yae takes like 5 seconds to set up her turrets and then don't do anything. Yahoda takes less time to do more, but she still takes quite a lot of time. Like, that's the issue, right? She's an off-fielder who takes a lot of field time. But you can make her even a main DPS, her numbers are fine. So if you are a big Yahoda fan, you can just play Yahoda as a main DPS. She's gonna be the GOAT in theater. She can apply multiple elements. This is what Hydra would have done. You say as if he's like dead or something. Wait, did I grab the first spot here? Behind me? I'm pretty sure I did, right? Yeah, I did. It's very easy to miss this one. Hydra will be remembered. But yeah, maybe I'm underestimating her a bit. Wait, I'm running the wrong direction. Where am I? I missed the cave I was supposed to go to. Is it here? Here we go. Nada Kundala. Did you rob a bank or something? You used him for a Discord nitro and he left like that. Have you considered it's maybe your fault he's gone? Which I really hope I can get some good pulling results on Durin, but you have one guaranteed Durin. Friend asked you to do the Star Rail events and you were like, sure, but it will take $10 and they were like, you dumb, and give you $100. Are you friends with like a Arabian prince? Actually, legit, my brother-in-law, he was friends with like a Saudi Arabian prince. And he would actually get like, you know, he would ask him to play games with him and then pay him hundreds of dollars. It's actually real, it happens. Thank you very much, Wilson, for the gift sub. The president of the Cavers Club and he needs to pay membership. Whoa. Easy nitro. Maybe I should give somebody subs as well. You use him. Says the other abuser. Which I have bought nitro sometimes in the past. Mostly for the upload limit. It's convenient to send people files through Discord. So having some nitro wouldn't be a bad idea. Wait, is this one real as well? Yes. Yes. Sometimes I am second guessing myself. Oh, and back to that Saudi prince. My brother-in-law even got invited to his wedding. But I think... I don't remember... Did he have to decline or did the wedding get cancelled last minute? But he didn't end up going to the wedding, I don't think. Of course it was a wedding with a girl that Prince never saw before in his life. Because why would you marry somebody you know when you are a prince? Which I don't remember exactly how it turned out. Maybe he declined and then the friendship just ended there. Or maybe the prince just actually had to start doing princely duties and not just play World of Warcraft all day. Or like whatever he was playing, I don't even know. Overwatch maybe? At some point the prince had to start princing. I mean, the prince was fine with that. It's not like he ever had any other friends than friends for money. So he didn't mind. I mean, I would rather be lonely with infinite money than lonely without any money. I think I missed one spot. You still got uncleared withering zones? Damn. That's like lore inaccurate Sumeru. Because after you do the Sumeru quest, Archon quest, the withering kinda should be gone. But you know, it's still there in the world if you haven't cleared it. To finish the last world quest in Notcry. Oh yeah, speaking of quests in Notcry, I can do the Never quests. Not for Primos. They give you like Mora and books at best. But just for the lore. It is a new week, so I'm not even sure if I did any Nefer investigation last week, but it's definitely refreshed by now. So there is that. Nah, some exploration was pretty great. Finding some of the last Aranara was annoying, gotta say. When I only had like one Aranara left and I never kept track of them. I was like, damn, where is this guy now? That was like the annoying part, but that's not even part of the quest. That's just like the afterward, you know? Like after you're done with everything, you can like turn in all the Aranara, get some chests. That's a separate task. The quest itself is great. It's actually it's like peak Genshin content. You just found them all by yourself? I had a few that I missed, like 2 or 3, or maybe even just one. I think it was a couple. But there was one especially, I remember, who was like hidden super deep within some cave, and that was before the layered map. Not sure if this one, but like there was just like some cave that had multiple layers. There was like a bugged part as well, where you like were supposed to drain the water, but the water was bugged and it wasn't properly drained or something. Yeah. Okay, where am I? I might as well just run out. Oops.
決断
Liu is only regions have not 100%, huh? Might have been the first one I had 100%ed for me. It definitely was on Mondstadt, because I only completed Mondstadt, I think when, like before, just before Fontaine came out. I think that's when I went like around the entire map. Because maybe some of you even remember the stream, or like maybe it was a series of streams. I would just go along the entire border. Because the border of the map is like a place, like those are places that you rarely check. Hello GPK. Those are places that you rarely check, like why would you go like here for example, right? So I just went along the border through the entire world. You know, back then we didn't have Natlan, back then we didn't have Fontaine, so I was just going like over here, over there. By the harbor was not a thing. Chenuvel was not a thing. Yeah, that was in like Fontaine. And they found a ton of chests, especially in Mondstadt, especially like around here. There was a ton of them, and they actually went to 100% of this area of Braincrown Mountains. That was one area that for the longest time I had like 98% or something. But just use the, just play the game. Use the Oculus finders. The reputation quests don't take time at all, man. Wait, did I already check the other guy? Oops, oh come on. Should grab this there. Yeah, okay, we're done. I'm probably still missing some just in Dragon's Spine. I think I'm complete in Dragon's Spine. But who knows? It's not like I ever checked. And yeah, when I was running along the map, along the border, I was also spamming the compasses, of course. I found a lot of chests in Sumeru as well with furniture in them. Oh yeah, and then I also ended up going through all the furniture chests in the game. The like remarkable chests that give you furniture recipes. I did just look at the list of all of them, but with furniture chests it's pretty nice. Because you can just check which recipes you own. Like you go to the teapot, and you just go through all the recipes. Or rather, no, what I would do, I would go through the list of all chests, of all furniture recipes you can get from chests, and I would look them up if I own them already. This way. And yeah, you can filter. I'm not sure if filtering by name was a thing back then. Maybe it was already. I think this has been a thing for a while now. So yeah, you can just look up the thing. Oh, I have it. Okay, that means I have the chest. Oh, I don't have it. Let's see where the chest is and go there. I mean, this works. I mean, you don't, even if you haven't actually crafted the items, you can just see if you own the recipe. That's a wrong UID. Or maybe, or you are AR-15. And you have no characters in your showcase. It's one of those. Either wrong UID or you have no characters in your showcase. You do have an Arlecchino avatar. So maybe it's the... Is this your account? But yeah, for a review, if this is your account, for a review you need to put your characters here in the showcase and you need to show character details. So maybe there was a mistake in the UID. Or wasn't. Like, is this your account? Or is it not? Because I'm confused. Either way. Make sure the characters are in the showcase. And that the UID is correct. You can go to NK yourself and like look up your own account. And see if you can see the characters. If not, add them to the showcase. Should I update my showcase in any way? Not really. Next patch will replace probably the Chaska or Molani for Durin. Durin, my goat. So if you have your game open, you can just copy UID by clicking over here, right? You don't need to like type it by yourself. Because if you do have a showcase, and if you are not AR-15, that means the UID is simply wrong. Because it was an early review, so it was a Genshin, yeah. I looked it up in the right game. Varesa. Why the coca? What? Okay, got level 90. Crown on the normal attack, that's the most important one. Yeah, the skill doesn't matter much, it's just the rush damage, but it does. It's not like it doesn't do anything. It does something, but not that much. Burst is pretty important as well, though. You probably should crown the burst. If you already crown the normal, the basic, crown the burst as well. Go like 10, 9, 10. And Lost Prayers, yeah, that's pretty much the best weapon outside of her sick. Her sick is super sick, though. So if you want to make her better for like Dire, or even just Fearless, pulling her sick next patch on the Varesa Shilonen banner, not a bad idea. But if you just want a book to move fast, then yeah, that's the best option. It makes you move the fastest. We've got some solid attack subs here and there. That's good to see, very good to see. 92 to 200 creative damage, pretty solid. Could use like a few more subs here and there maybe. No, it's pretty decent overall. Yeah, 24 subs, 24 crit subs. A bit of ER? Yeah, Versa doesn't really need much, but having a few ER subs can help a bit. And like damage bonus log Knight's Oath, that's the best set. Yeah, looks decent, looks decent. Oh, you cannot even have a showcase before. Wait, can I look you up in game maybe? Because you are EU. But also, if you are AR-15, I can't really give you that many tips other than just play the game. I think I can go co-op menu. Oh, player not found. So if you really are AR-15, just play the game. Make sure as you are leveling your Arlecchino to level up her basic attack or normal attack talent. Right, a lot of people forget that you need to level talents as well. It's not as simple as you level up the character and you are done. No. You gotta level up the weapon and you gotta level up the talents. Arlecchino's normal attack is the only one that matters, so you can save some mats. Don't level the other two. For easy weapon, for like good weapons, if you have just started out and you don't have anything, if you somehow manage to get a Jadewing Spear, that's a standard 5-star, that's huge. If you don't have that, a White Tassel, a 3-star weapon, is actually pretty decent for like the beginning of the game. If later on you can maybe pick up a BP or something, you could play the Deathmatch or even Ballad of the Fjords if you are playing a reaction team. Those wouldn't be bad either. Or eventually like almost any 5-star. You have two of those, the white tassels. Yeah, they appear out of chests in Liyue. So yeah, make sure to not throw them all out, just refine them. Increase your normal attack damage by 48%. That's all of Arlecchino's damage, almost 100% of it. So that's a very good early weapon. And 3-stars are cheap to level. You scrapped all white tassels and you might be actually like not able to get any more. If you opened all chests in Liyue and you scrapped all white tassels, that means you bricked your account and you cannot get any more ever. RIP. You think of Chenyu Vale? Okay, yeah, Chenyu Vale is a second chance for the white tassel scrappers. So yeah. You can use this for now. Make sure to level it up, however high you can. Whenever you ascend, level up your weapon first and then the character even. Weapon levels can be even more important than character levels. And yeah, normal attack talent for Arlecchino. Actually, I can just click on Arlecchino as well. Normal attack talent for the weapons. Yeah, White Tassel is fine for now. It even looks pretty good on her. Not bad drip value. As for other 4-stars, yeah, other than the BP ones, they aren't really all that great. And then eventually if you get a Jadewing Spear from the standard banner or something, that could be a nice upgrade. Or her signature, but ideally don't try to get it on this banner, because your loss option is Vortex Vanquisher, which is kinda terrible. Oh, the talent mats are from Fontaine. You can go there though. You can just go there. It's not like there is a barrier. It's not Inazuma. And there should be even a teleporter for you. Don't you have a teleporter? Like... somewhere... Somewhere here? I think this should be active for everybody. This teleport waypoint. And you can just hop onto the boat and go over to Fontaine, and bam, you are there. It's not? Strange. Was the time limited thingy? Where? I think it... Maybe they haven't finished the Monsat Archon quest. If you haven't finished the Monsat Archon quest, the game is not really... Like, you haven't really finished the tutorial. Yeah, okay. It's kinda too early to start thinking about, you know... meta teams and stuff like that. Just play the story, enjoy the game. After you finish the Mondstadt story quest, you should unlock a teleport waypoint. I think it's this one. Also, like, quick tip for artifacts, you might be able to find some already. Artifacts will be one of the most important things when it comes to building characters. But for now, just make sure to get like any feather and just level it up a bit if you can. Even like a 3-star feather. You know? Even like a 3-star feather or a 2-star if you don't have anything. Doesn't really matter. The set bonuses, anything like this, it will matter once you are AR45. For now, just give her a feather and level it up. A feather gives you flat attack, which is a very powerful stat early on, and you will just slay everything. If you can get a 4-star feather, even better. But this may take a while. You should be able to get 3 stars from just beating up enemies, or opening chests even. Just take the highest rarity feather you can get, level it up by throwing some other artifacts into it, and done. You will be good enough for the next like 20 levels. Yeah, like, you know, with a feather will destroy everything. Just one thing that's a bit dangerous is you cannot heal Arlecchino outside of her own burst. She has this mechanic where in combat she cannot be healed at all. This one. While in combat Arlecchino gains a 40% parry damage bonus and can only be healed through Bale Moon Rising. That's her ult. Whenever she ults, she will heal herself based on her Bond of Life value. Bond of Life is the red thing you have on your HP bar. Maybe I should... Let's do a Arlecchino combat showcase. Whatever, let's just put her here. She's pretty simple. But there are some things you must know, because she might feel terrible otherwise. So, let's go fight like some boss maybe. Maybe like this guy. Oh wait, but you don't have all the passives unlocked, so some things might not apply to you yet. Yeah, when you don't have the Ascension 1 passive, the Blood Dead dues don't actually mature into the stronger ones. Do you have this Ascension talent already? The Agony alone may be repaid? Because that's pretty important. Have you actually like ascended her here? No. Okay, that's kinda... Because you do need 3 flowers. And 3 Fatui mats. Whatever. Then... Some of this will still apply. Where do you go here? I should have kept Kinich for the mobility. So the core Arlecchino gameplay is that you will skill, then charge attack, and then normal attack. And to be more specific, when you skill, you will apply a special mark to the enemy called a Blood Dead Dew. Can you do her trial? Oh yeah, there is a trial. But I don't think they will be unlocked before you finish the Mondstadt story. Before you finish the Mondstadt story, like, everything is locked up. But yeah, you can get material, you can get the mats you need to ascend her. Even the Ascension 1 might be locked by itself, right? Just the ability to ascend your characters might be locked still. But you can try doing the character trial if it's available. But yeah, so the basic Arlecchino loop, gameplay loop, is you start the fight by using your skill on Arlecchino. Right, you use your skill and you apply this mark to the enemy. Now you like do stuff with your other characters, you set up some like buffs and stuff, whatever, and eventually this kind of starts glowing. Now you do a charge attack with Arlecchino, and you get this red bar. That's Bond of Life. And now you can do basic attacks. They will get converted to strong pyro attacks until the bar is gone, or like almost gone. Right? I still do pyro, the numbers are still purple, and it will be gone soon. Oh, and now they are grey again. If they are white, that means I'm doing physical damage, so my damage is gone. At this point, I just press my skill again, and go through my team again, set up some buffs, whatever. And then when this starts glowing, I do a charge attack again, and I have stronger attacks again. And also, if you want to heal with Arlecchino, if you burst, it consumes the red bar to heal you, but you lose your damage. Because if you don't have the red bar, that means you don't deal damage. So it's kind of like you heal, but now the damage is gone, so you need to be careful. Don't ult if you don't have to, right? Because you don't have the Ascension 1 passive yet, this Blood-Dead Deuce will not start glowing. So what you can do is just press your skill and then charge attack immediately, and you will still get a bit of Bond of Life. But you will get this fairly shortly, so this is what you will want to do. Right now, you can just E and charge attack immediately. Charge attack means holding down the attack button, right? And then normal attacks, you just spam the normal attack button. And that's her playstyle. Skill to create a dew. Charge attack to consume it. You get Bond of Life, the red thingy on your HP bar. Then your normal attacks do pyro damage. And if you want to heal, you need to burst. You cannot use healers with her. It can be very valuable to use shielders. If you pulled on her banner, there is a big chance you got Lanyan, who is one of the strongest shielders in the game. Almost Spirit Arlecchino. Yeah, this happens often when I just move my camera to the side. So if you got Lanyan, she's a great shielder. Shields still work with Arlecchino. She cannot heal, but you can just protect her HP bar with a shield directly. So yeah, she's a very strong character. You just press E, gain a shield. That's it, right? You switch to Lanyan, press E, switch back to your character. There are some nuances, but it's whatever. You could do a few extra pulls. Try to get her, because she'll make your life way easier. If you have her. If you don't, you can still play like Noelle for now. If you just want a defensive option, but Noelle's shields are weaker and that the cooldown is very high. Dear Lord, he's gonna keep pulling. I mean, you can't really go that wrong with pulling. I mean, these 4 stars outside of Lanyan, the other 2 are not really all that strong. Radara is fine, I guess. But yeah, when you start playing the game, you get a lot of pulls. So just pulling a couple times to try to get a Lanyan, not a terrible idea. But yeah, for now, just do that. Give her a feather, right? Make sure you are doing pyro damage with her. If your attacks are no longer doing pyro damage, you don't have the red bar on your HP bar. That means you need to press another skill and do another charge attack. If your skill is on cooldown, just switch to somebody else. Like if you have no bar and your skill is on cooldown, right? If those 2 things. Because now I have pyro attacks, so I'm fine, because I have the bar. If I don't have the bar, I press my skill. If I don't have the skill and don't have the bar, just switch to somebody else. And you will be good to go for like the entire story. you can do all of the story missions, beat every enemy. And only once you unlock some endgame modes, that's when you can start. That's when you can start thinking about like more proper character gearing and upgrades. How long does her bar last? Forever. It doesn't go away. If you mean like when attacking, you do lose a portion of it. How much do you lose? I mean, you don't need to like beat all the quests, but just play the game, enjoy it. It's a fun game. It's not just about the gacha and the end game. The exploration and the story are great, so just enjoy it. Once you hit AR 45, that's when you pretty much unlock everything there is to be unlocked. That's like meaningful. Then you can max out your characters. And then you can start actually trying to clear endgame, right? Because before that you are still capped by like, you won't be able to fully ascend your characters, you cannot get the best artifacts. So, after 45, after AR 45, you can start dabbing in endgame if you find that fun, but you can also just ignore that if you don't. So yeah, whenever she attacks, she consumes a portion of the Bond of Life. But how much? Actually? When she has 30% or more, she will enter the state. Does it consume 7.5% of set current Bond of Life? 7.5%, and she generates... It's 65, but then it gets doubled to 130. So she gets 130, and she consumes 7.5, but she needs to have at least 30%. So we essentially have 100. Wait, let me turn here, because here I have my... So essentially we have 100 Bond of Life to consume, because it needs to be above 30, and we get 130. And then we divide this by 7.5, so that's enough for 13 hits. However, you can have more Bond of Life. If there are multiple enemies, you can... If you kill somebody, you get like instant extra Bond of Life. Also, like your skill will usually go up. It says 30-second cooldown, but the cooldown does get reduced whenever you use normal attacks. So in practice, this is probably like more like half of that. So if you don't use up all of your Bond of Life, you can then get even more than 130. And the more Bond of Life you have, the more damage you deal. As well. It's essentially permanent. It's just a question of how much do you have. The more you have, the more damage you deal, so you want to optimize your Bond of Life management to have as much as possible at all times. It might expire eventually, but it takes like forever to go away. It might be like 5 minutes or something. But it might just be like forever. But if you get healed, because you cannot get healed with Arlecchino in combat, but if you're out of combat, you can get healed. And if you get healed, it takes away your Bond of Life, because that's how Bond of Life works. Like that's the basic mechanic. Bond of Life is like an HP. It like prevents healing but gets consumed by healing. That's what it is, by like, you know, without the special Arlecchino mechanics. Abri normal attack, yes. Whenever you can click level up on the normal attack, do it. Always. And try to prioritize finding the mats. Once again, finish the Mondstadt quest first. That's when the game opens up, once you finish the quest. You should even get a teleport straight to Fontaine, or very close to Fontaine, so you don't even need to go through half the world. But you could just also go on a journey. Even if you, like, if the teleport waypoint is not active for any reason, you can just go on a journey to Fontaine to unlock this book domain. And yeah, level up the basics. Also, early on, you will probably want to focus on getting Mora and the books anyways. You will need Mora for everything you do. So you'll probably just want to focus on getting the ley lines, the golden and the blue ley lines. That's probably the best value super early on. Then probably stop you from going. Once you finish the Mondstadt Archon quest, she doesn't. The only location that's actually locked, except for like, you know, there are some specific ones like Old Vanarana, but for like major portions of the map, it's only Inazuma that's locked away. you actually need to get to the Inazuma Archon quest to get here. Except for some like very cheesy stuff. By like disconnecting the game and reconnecting and stuff like that. You can, it's possible, but impractical to get to Inazuma. But for everything else you can just walk there. Sumeru, Natlan, Not Cry, Fontaine, you can just walk there. You could be Inazuma using an event? No. If you, whenever there were events in Inazuma, they had a hard requirement of you must have completed the first like Rito quest to access the event. If you haven't, you just cannot do the event at all. Because events can have like soft requirements, where like if you want to do, I don't know, maybe Dance Dance Dynamic Disco, you should complete the Natlan Archon quest or something. I'm not even sure if there is such a requirement, but sometimes there are like soft requirements. You should do this, but you don't have to. You can click Quick Start, and the game will assume you have finished the quest, so you might like miss some details, but you can play it. For example, for the previous quest, such a requirement was Sinnoh's second story quest, because this is the one that introduces Sethos, and the quest assumes we already know him. The quest will always assume you have done it. If you haven't, it's like your responsibility. But for the Inazuma events, you must finish like the Inazuma Part 1 Archon quest. Not sure if it's like Part 1 or Part 2 or just like start Part 1, but you must get there. Sethos is a pretty cool character. And one of the better 4-star DPSs. Although I guess now that Razor exists, and he's also like an electro carry, and you don't need a PhD to play him. He's kinda just better than Sethos probably now. Although, like, Durin is a very big buff for Sethos. Yeah, early on you will go up with the AR super quickly, but then the later you go, the bigger the gap gets. It might take more than half a year to go from 59 to 60, the final one. Or like at least half a year. More like a year of playing every day. But early on you will just, you know, you will level up multiple times a day. It's a journey. It's a journey. It's not like you need AR60 for anything though. All you get from AR60 is just like more money generation. Once you hit AR60 you get extra Mora. 57 for a whole year. And we got to 58 last month or two. I mean that means you just weren't playing all that much. Because you would have leveled up faster if you played every day. I mean playing every day is kinda psychotic behavior probably anyways, but you know. I can actually... Let's see, how many days played do I have? How many do you think there should be by now? Have I hit 2000? I don't think Genshin has been out for long enough though. No, 1876. Days active. Where do you check on HoYoLab? You go to HoYoLab, right? Open HoYoLab, make sure you log in. And then here, on the right, you have your game. You have all the games. Oh, there's like Petit Planet. Interesting. But they don't have the Vares Pura or whatever. That game looks super cool. So you go Genshin Impact and everything useful. Like there are a bunch of buttons, right? The only button that does anything is Battle Chronicle. Everything else is worthless garbage. Maybe the interactive map is okay. But outside of the interactive map, Battle Chronicle is where everything is. You can check all your data, like the days active achievement stuff. You can check all your characters. It's kinda scuffed compared to like NK, but you can check every character and not just the ones in your showcase. So that's pretty useful. It's very hard to share them because the share button doesn't work properly. You can check your exploration percentages. You can check who's on banner right now, current events, your endgame records, your Siege and Onslaught records from the previous and current phases, your theater, Spiral Abyss, TCG stuff even, view more, no decks. And what else do we have here? Serenity Pot. It doesn't say how many like resources we have here though, so that's kinda useless. These are not hours, these are days. This is how many days you have logged in total. Unless you like, if you play through like Epic Games or on PlayStation, those could count your playtime. Anxiety open just to get to it. Nice, nice. But make sure to finish the Mondstadt Archon quest first, because there is a bunch of things that are locked behind it. You will unlock half the game systems after you finish the Mondstadt Archon quest. It might even get a bit overwhelming if you want to check everything out. But yeah, if you want to like farm for your Arlecchino more and stuff like that, make sure to prioritize the Archon quest first above everything else. After you are done with Mondstadt, you can then do the rest at your own pace. But I would recommend getting to Inazuma to unlock that land. Because, you know, you might get Yume Mizuki from the standard banner, or some forcers like Shinobu who are very strong, and you might want to level them up, and you won't be able to because Inazuma will be locked. But that's more like a suggestion, not a must. But clearing Mondstadt Archon quest is an absolute must. You must do it to play the game properly. I can do Genshin while I am here? Sure. Let's see. Okay, it's a character way before 3.4, nothing in common with Yao Yao. Okay, that's some good info. Not from... so it's probably like early Inazuma. Yesterday it was Kokomi, so it won't be Kokomi again today. But might be... Ayaka? Not Inazuma. Even earlier. Okay. So it might be 1.0. Maybe it's like Diluc. Diluc has a crit rate ascension, not crit damage, so he's a valid guess. Pyro Mondstadt. Klee ascends with pyro damage, so it could be Klee. Nice. Also, it couldn't be Bennett, because we already knew it's a sword. Not a sword, rather. Also, I think... No, Bennett ascends with ER, right? So the ascension that would be fine, but the weapon type wouldn't be. Just finished my Kung Fu practice. I'm about to go for dim sum. Wanna join? Wait, what? Who has Kung Fu practice? Gaming? I have some skills, man.
稽古が終わったからザオ茶に行くとこだ。一緒に行くか？
What? That's Mizuki, right? Is it? I think it's Mizuki. Like her Bakedanuki? Or not Bakedanuki, the Yume Kuibaku. Kinda looks like a... I mean, it could be another pet. Could be like Yuegui, but I don't think it's Yuegui. Koleamber? No, I think it's Mizuki. Shoot, it wasn't. Oh no, it's the cat from Linne's Burst. Man, it's always the cat. I thought it's a belly, not a hat, man. Still, second guess is good. Bear. Corin. Wrong game. Natasha. Also wrong game. Maybe it's Klee and the bear is supposed to mean Dodoko? No. Plant. Okay, so maybe the bear is supposed to mean Yuegi and it's actually Yao Yao. Yes. It was more like a plush than a bear, you know? You lost on that? Wait, you lost when you saw... Bunny? Like, come on. How do you lose on Bunny? And then like healer? The ambulance emote is cute. You forgot she exists. Come on, you watch me do Genshin every day. I always start with Yao Yao. How do you forget? Okay, where were we here? It's not Shuei, unfortunately. But it's a distraction from Shanjo. Which is... It's not Qingce. Because for some reason she's not distraction, even though she definitely should be. Could be Imbibitor, Lune, or Jinryu. Let's actually go with Jinryu. I feel the Jinryu. Shoot, it's Imbibitor. What? What? Oh, it's just Danheng IL. Come on. What is this? That's not his name. It's Imbibitor Lune. Now, Blade is... the Warlord faction for Blade is Stellar Hunters, not Shanjo Alliance. How's it working? It's just Teddy Bear. It's like a plushie. Yuego is a plushie. A mechanical plushie, but a plushie nonetheless. My intuition tells me that it would be unwise to provoke the conductor. Somebody from the Astral Express, like Veld? Danheng? Maybe Sunday. No. Oh, it's Dan. This is Danheng. Right. Yeah. I think this is Serval. This lightning. Easy. Computer. Silverwolf. Easy. Next. Piper. Have I done Genshin Impact yesterday? I don't think I have, right? Because Burnings would have been so easy. Because I already spent too much time. Whenever I play Currency Wars, I spend too much time on that. Okay, weekly boss is this. Hugo. Lycon. Let's go Lycon. Easy clap. Too bad I lost my streak. I would have like 200 by now. I also lost my streak in Wordle recently, like the regular Wordle, the one with the words. I had like 150 streak and then I lost it. On some dumb word. And the worst thing about Wordle is that if you miss a day, if you just don't do the puzzle on a day, you also lose the streak. So the streak is even more precious. Unfortunate. Okay, where were we? I need to poke my head into Miliastra, especially because I won't be... I won't be available for like the second half of the week. So... I do some Miliastra games today. We can do a real one. We can do a bridge battle. This outfit is super lovely. Using the girl for now, because the outfit is too good. I do try to main the guy. But having Silverwolf here is just too peak. I'll try to get a better hairstyle for her as well. To go with it better. Yeah, I'm going on an anime convention. I mean, just like... a fantasy convention in general. But you know what's gonna be huge there? There is gonna be a Japanese singer there, Koda, who you might know from the JoJo Battle Tendency opening. Bloody Stream. And he's gonna be there, singing live. That's pretty cool. Okay, go, 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 go. Oh, I can't go yet. I should shoot the people. If I can shoot somebody directly, it's a lot of gold early on. Oh man, they shoot me instead! Oh, this is gonna be a rough game. If they have sharpshooters like this. I missed. Oh man, I think we have to give up on the middle. I'm not gonna get this. They're already done with the middle pretty much. Oh my god. We are cooked. We are cooked so hard. Okay, after this, let's build a shorter bridge so that they can buy the better weapon. And maybe try to hinder their progress, but I think we are, like, gone too deep. And they keep sniping us. And they're all focusing on one bridge. And my teammates, I think, are gone. Okay, somebody fell. That's great. Oh man, they're gonna get it any moment now. Okay, I sniped somebody, but that means I didn't get enough blocks. Okay, we're almost done here. If my teammates help me, we might get this chest, and then it's gonna be like just 1v1, pretty much. Okay, okay, we do have teammates. Okay, quick, quick, quick. Okay, got this, lovely. Okay, I can get more blocks. Maybe I should have gotten a better weapon. One of the closest games I've had. Pretty hype, actually. Oh, what? The very edge hit me. Oh my, we are done, we are done. We all got sniped. We are done. Maybe I should have gone for the weapon, not the blocks, actually, yeah. Maybe that's the play. Man, they just built this in seconds. I can't upvote my team, it's sad. You should be able to always upvote your teammates even if you lose. Because I can only upvote the enemies. Why would I do that? But yeah, the bow is definitely the play. We lost because they picked up enhanced bows and sniped everybody. Oh, we leveled up to 12. Let's go. We got one pull and a big laugh emoji. Huge. Not really. 11:20. I need to do the BB tasks. Oh, this one is super cute. Yo, those emotes are good. Oh, this is great. Imagine if we had those emotes in Genshin. Or at least if you could use them in Teyvat while using a mannequin? Because I don't think you can you? Wait, I still have something here? Oh, because I need to switch to the guy. Because he also got the same exact emote and I need to like click on it. Oh, I'm a guy. Okay, sure, whatever. That's fine. Okay, let's do one game of Blade Soccer as well. Because we need to do 3 different games. So one bridge battle, one Blade Soccer, and then 13 games of AFK Arena. Or it's like AFK, whatever. EXP farming. Oh, Blade Soccer is taking a while to find people. Bridge battle was instantaneous. Is nobody playing Blade Soccer anymore? I wonder what the actual player counts are. Because this looks kinda... this doesn't look that great, you know? Here we go. Wait, there are only 5 people though. How do we... what? Is it gonna be 3v2? Is one team just cooked? I hope I'm not in the cooked team. Let's go for the jump. Ah, let's go for the wall. Oh, I'm in the cooked team. Oh my god, what? Or wait, is one person just not in the game at all? Yeah, I feel it seems like... oh no, wait! No! I'm in a team with 3 people actually. They are cooked. This shouldn't be possible. Wait, this guy is with me. Why is he? Why is he planning like this? Hello, bro? Is he like a secret agent? Oh no, I wasted my tackle. Wait, we are losing anyways. Oh, here we go. No, we can't lose 3v2. What? Where is our final guy? Wait, he can't shoot. What is he doing? Is this BM? Oh, I think I actually scored. I think I scored this one. We lost anyways. Okay. But I think the game couldn't find another person. I was like, okay. We will do it with 5, even though it shouldn't have done with 5. Oh man, why is it actually close? Oh, the freeze! Nice, we won. It was closer than it should have been. Wait, you need 5 on 3? I thought you need 5. Oh no, we did. No, wait, you need 5? Wait, what? Man, my teammates can't like run properly. Here we go. My teammates keep running the other way when they get the ball and I'm confused, man. Who am I supposed to actually hit? Oops, I wasted my... No, 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 no! I should have used my slide tackle. Because now it's on cooldown. Oh no! Wait, did my slide tackle go on cooldown? I think it did. Okay, my teammate. Here we go. Now we won. Now we won. 3v2, we barely won. Whatever. Yeah, but the game should be coded with this in mind, probably. Somehow make it so that if 5 people get into the game, one either like switches sides or is a spectator. It would kind of suck for the 5th person, but like if you cannot force the game to always make sure there are 6 players, at least force the game to make sure the teams are even. Or like randomize the teams per round or something, right? So at least it's 3-2-2-2-3. I mean, even if the teams are randomized, one person might still end up being in like the 3-person team every time. But like, randomize the teams and make sure the sides are switched for whoever has like 3 or 2. Now that's kind of bad. Because then if like the good players switch, they kind of play versus themselves. It just need to, the game needs to make sure there are even teams, you know? Just somehow guarantee it. Like this, kind of scuffed, kind of scuffed. Oh, also, even though... Oops, no, not this, BP. Even though we're already done with the BP, right? We hit level 30, we still need to continue doing the BP every week for the 5 pulls, which is kinda scuffed. Kinda scuffed. I was being tempted earlier. When you buy the BP, or like when you get the BP for free, because you bought the BP in Genshin, you don't get any pulls for the limited banner, but you do get this currency, which gives you a 20% discount when pulling on the limited banner. So what I could do is I could top up and just do 110 pull to not waste the discount. I probably should not. I probably should not. Also, if I was being tempted to spend already, there's another option to buy the whale BP to get the girl outfit for this BP. But I like the silver wolf one more, anyways. Okay, this tie strap is part of the pond. I could buy the BP to get the stockings from the BP outfit, because they are pretty nice. This item. Pay $10 for the stockings. Okay, let's just return to Tevat. Sitting in Miliastra for too long is bad for your health. Oh, now it's 20 degrees here. We raised by 1 degree. Thanks to me just sitting here and breathing a lot. Okay, we are back in the safe space. We are back in Tevat. Phew, it was dangerous. We barely got out of here. Like we barely got out of there.
俺に任せてくれ。
Haven't used Kinich in a while. Kinich plus Durin should be a very good combo. Soon Emil will be kicked out of Kinich teams, because she never really did anything. Emil doesn't provide anything for Kinich other than doing like alright off-field damage. And I guess she makes it so that you cannot get hit by burning, or like burning does no damage to you, barely any. But you don't really sit close enough to the enemy with Kinich to burn anyways, unless the enemy is like Giga Fat or something. Pretty unlikely to matter. I think it's just rhythm gaming time. I do want to perfect the Shiguin song before they introduce the new difficulties. Oh man, I'm so happy for the Klee buffs, it's so cute. Okay. I'll start by doing one run from Maritime, maybe we just get it and we are done. Then I will do some other songs to warm up a bit more. Then I will do some practice of the hard section in Romari time, and then I will try again at the end. The song is so chill up until that one hard moment. Let's go! Just like that! Just got it, just played it, just got it. Just do it once and we get it. Didn't even need to practice? Damn. But the practice from before played off. Paid off. And for the first time ever, just in time, I got the full platinum rhythm game. There should be a platinum border on the all songs thingy as well. But I guess because they keep adding songs, they don't bother with this. Every single song has been perfected on Canorus. And Romari Time was the last one. Oh, I'm so happy. Now flex it on Reddit. I mean, there are people who are like actually good at rhythm games, for whom all of this is absolute child's play. I'm just a fan of rhythm games, and I just, you know, put the time in. But I'm not actually a rhythm gamer. Cause, you know, if I were to go to Score Exchange and pick some, you know, 9-star song, I'll just get wrecked in something like this. So far it's pretty slow actually. Oh yeah, they are saving note count. Whoops. Because there is a limited number of notes you can make, so people make like slow sections to then put all the notes in at once later. Oh. Oh, I was supposed to be holding the sliders on the sides for that entire section. It's actually not that bad, this map. The difficulty thingy is very inaccurate. Although I'm still getting a lot of misses anyways. Okay, this song is kinda... This map is kinda like whatever. Although having to like hold the sliders while doing the middle is kinda weird. It was some of the longest sliders ever, man. I don't feel the rhythm on this. Oops, I missed some of the last ones. This is Arlecchino's boss music. Absolutely, absoluta, absolutissime. Honestly, it was fairly decent. But pretty easy, actually. I suppose to get something difficult. Let's do this. Oh, yeah, it's a very short song, but it's got 12,000 notes. And this one had 800 for a song that's twice as long. Now this is time to get destroyed. This song for real rhythm gamers, not for me. What? Okay, no, this is a meme. This is not a song. What was that? Why does it have so many plays? What? Okay, there are some songs that I actually enjoyed before that were difficult. From like Old Rain. I liked this one. This one was good. Ah, we got to miss. Whew. Not bad, not bad. This is one of the easiest songs though. I think this the whale one was pretty difficult. This one right now, the previous one was Arlecchino boss fight, and this one was Collective of Plenty. The sliders are... Ah! I mean, not the Jansan song is different. That was a collective of plenty theme. But yeah, now like these are hard maps, right? For actual rhythm games, and there are way harder ones than this one as well. Like that Nakida one from before, with just notes everywhere. Because if you want Jansan, wait, Jansan is in the later one, right? Here. Yeah, this is Jansan. Oh, Klee is so cute when playing this. Whoops. Not really character theme songs? No, they have trailers with music in them, perfectly fine. They're not in the rhythm game yet, because, you know, Not Great just came out. But there are a bunch of characters whose songs are in the rhythm game. But yeah, they do have trailers. Wait, which one is this? This one, right? Yeah, like, for example, the Nefer one. I just looked up Genshin and the trailer is the first thing I got.
依頼じゃない？私をもっと知りたいって？なら物語と交換だよ。
俺様の歌を聴け！
面白い。次。ネタが分かっちゃったよ。次。詐欺師、ペテン師、みんな同じさ。さて、私の番だ。始めよう。
What a banger, man. Sounds like a ZZZ song.
大丈夫？怪我したのか？次ちゃんとし
Heaven. Actually, there is still.
またおいで。
また来るやつがいるかよ。
Yeah, I like Never's gameplay quite a lot as well. I like it more than I thought I would. So it's a bit unfortunate that because like I don't skip characters. I pull for everybody, but she's a character I decided to like soft skip, like not invest into her more. Like I don't plan on using her on Dire. Maybe that, you know. Because to use characters on Dire, you need to invest into them a bit more, unless they're being heavily shield, like the crab for Lauma, where a C0 R0 Lauma would clear the crab in 50 seconds on Dire, with 4 stars only or something. Like, yeah. Sometimes the shield is very strong, but usually, you know, you need some extra investment, or you need to be Mavuika. It would be really fun to do all the songs again. With the modifiers. Am I gonna go both modifiers at the same time? Because there will be like the fog. And then smaller notes, the hard mode. I guess both at once. And we'll start with the easy ones. To get used to the modifiers. Oh, I went too quickly. I will have some work cut out for me. Oops. I need to get my hand cam in working condition again for the rhythm game updates. Whew, man, I played really badly here. That's fine. It's okay. By the way, I got a notification on my phone. Let me check that. Why are people working at 10 p.m.? What? I should practice the like hardest songs. Although, funnily enough, some of the harder songs might be easier for me with the modifiers, especially like the fog one, because I'm used to playing them so much. While something like, I don't know. Oh, you know what's gonna be very painful? Boreal Wind. This is one of the worst maps. Because I mean it fits but to play. Because like it's just individual notes falling. I don't want to do this because it's not fun. It's just individual notes. Bim bum 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 bim bum bum bum. And like that's 80% of the song. It's gonna be even easier to miss them and have to redo the entire thing every time. Please, so cute with the little drum. But yeah, like this opening will be so damn hard, man. As if it was not hard enough already. Yeah, I'm getting good even now. I got like 10 goods, man. Looking bad for the new difficulties. I feel like the fog shouldn't be too bad though. Might even like make it no, it won't make it easier, but it will be easier to keep my eyes from wandering too much. It will be easier to focus. It will be harder, but you should be looking at the top of the screen anyways, like the top half. So the middle being blocked is not that bad. It's just the hard notes that's gonna be difficult. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's gonna be the fog that actually is terrible, horrible, and the notes won't change much. Or maybe both will be horrible. Okay, no miss. I haven't played in a while. 13 good. Don't, just don't look at this. Zero misses. Zero misses. Like one more week for Durin! Durin my goat and the Klee buffs. And Fischl buffs. Two characters that are in like my top 5 favorite characters for sure, or maybe even top 3. Are getting buffed, which is crazy. And Durin is another character who's gonna be in my top 5 favorites. My top 5 favorites is probably like... In no particular order. Inefa, Chiori, Klee, Fischl, and Durin. And the 2 of them are getting buffed and 1 of them is getting released. Crazy! During Bennett official Arlecchino? During Manafrina Bennett probably is gonna be better than that. Arlecchino is the character that like... gains the least from like the overload carries, she gains the least from Durin because she was already like best in overload teams. And the big buff, like for weaker characters, if you are playing like Linne or something, getting Gumming to do some extra damage for you is gonna be like a pretty big deal. For Arlecchino, it's less of a big deal. Isn't he going to be the best pyro DPS? No. The best pyro DPS is Mavujka. But Durin is probably gonna be the second best pyro DPS while also being an amazing support. Super universal. Any team that does not mind having a pyro outfielder can play Durin, and oftentimes Durin will be the best option. C0 unbuilt Mona. Then you might even be better off not playing Mona. Maybe you go like Xingqiu Official Albedo. Oh no, you still need the Bennett. You still need the Bennett. I mean Bennett Official, or like Bennett Albedo Xingqiu. Yeah, that works. Your pyro characters are Yanfei, Xiangling, and Diluc. Yeah, he's gonna be better than any of them, and he could also help any of them. Like, if you want to play Yanfei, Durin will be the best character for her to play together in a team, because then you can play them together in an overload team with Fischl. Generally, Fischl, Durin, Chevreuse is a core where you can put like any pyro or electro character in the final slot and have a good team. Literally anybody, except for me, Mavujka, because then you would have no Night Soul for her. But Mavujka has better teams anyways. But also not Gumming. Not Gumming, you need to melt with Gumming. Gumming needs to melt, Mavujka also needs Natlans and ideally prefers to melt. Everybody else though, yes, every other Electro or Pyro carry, or even not carries, even if you want to play Xinyan or whatever, you can put them with Chevreuse, Fischl and Durin and you have a good team. Okay, let's just do this one. This will be it for the rhythm gaming for today. Ah no, I didn't miss but I got some goods. I derailed. Almost got it correctly though. Best section in the game. Oh, this section is sick as well. This is just like one of the best maps. I could do endgame content again with Durin. Driving an off-field Durin is definitely the best usage for Ayato now. How many words per minute do I type? I'm pretty bad at typing actually. I never even measured myself. I can't even properly touch type. I'm pretty bad at typing. So yeah, no. Any words per minute test, I would just write everything wrong. If I took some time to learn to touch type properly, I could probably write pretty quickly, because I have the dexterity for that, but I don't have the technique at all. Now you don't need Bennett in a team like this, because Durin is not on field, and Durin cannot snapshot. So this Bennett would just be offing Ayato, which is a total waste of time. You still rather do. You still probably want to do like Mona in there. Because who else? Or Albedo. Albedo is just a good team buffer. If you are not sure who you should play in your final slot, just slap in the Albedo. Albedo stonks. Unless you don't own Albedo. Yeah, so the biggest Mona buff. Or actually, wait, I should just open the buffs, will be easier. Mona's buffs are pretty huge. And yeah, the biggest part. So, in order for the buffs to be active at all, you do need to have 2 Hexray characters on your team. Hexray characters are the characters who are getting buffed, right? It's these ones minus Yehoda, all of these buffed old monster characters, and then Durin. Those are all Hexray characters. If you have 2 of them on the team, so Mona plus 1 of these, then when Mona's normal char attacks hit opponents, she gains 1 stack of Astral Glow of Mercury for 8 seconds, max 3 stacks. This effect can grant blah blah blah. When other party members trigger a vape reaction on an enemy, all Astral Glow of Mercury stacks are consumed. Each stack consumed increases the damage of that vape by 5%, so it's 15% extra vape bonus. This is kinda irrelevant, but then the second part. When Mona's normal or char attacks hit an opponent, the enemy's Omen duration is extended by 2 seconds. And this can stack up to 8 seconds. So if you do 4 normal or char attacks on an opponent, your Omen duration... Wait, do they have like the base duration here? Yeah. Omen duration goes from 5 seconds to 13. Her burst duration is more than doubled, and it can actually last for entire rotations now. For the entire uptime of your DPSs. So just that buff is absolutely huge. This also already makes C4 way better, because C4 gives you 15 crit rate, but it's getting buffed even further. But yeah, so this is the most important part. Now with Mona, before you could use her in like freeze teams, because freezing the enemies could extend Omen, but only on enemies that are actually freezable, so not much. But now, the Omen is just long enough. If you just burst to do a couple normals, you've got 30 seconds. The normal attacks will take some time, so maybe you'll have like 11 seconds, but that's already pretty huge. And then every single constellation is getting buffed as well. For C1, it provides reaction bonuses, that's like what it used to do. And now, for off-field party members, so if your Mona is on-field, you have like a Durin in the back, these bonuses get increased by 60%, so you get 24 instead, like 24% vape damage. Then on C2, normally it gives you, like right now, it gives you a chance to follow up normal attacks with char attacks, which is kinda irrelevant because you would never want to on-field Mona. But now, for one, she can actually be on-fielded now properly. So this already is kinda useful. And then also, after you burst, you get a guaranteed char attack instantly. Which is pretty nice. Also can help with stacking this even faster. The Omen duration extension. And also, on top of that, she also gives 80 EM to the team. So now she gives 60 damage bonus from this. 15% vape for off-fielders, if you are doing that. 15 to 24% more reaction buff, and an 80 EM. And then if you have C4, she gives 15 crit rate, and for Hexarray characters, so only for this one. So even like if you play Mona Albedo and you have like a main DPS Arlecchino or something, Arlecchino would not get this, but if you play like Durin or Klee or like Venti, they also get 15 crit damage extra on top of the 15 crit rate. And on C6, before it was like when you dash, you can get damage bonus for your next charge attack. It was useless because dashing for 3 seconds to have a stronger charge attack, just not worth it. But now, the bonus just charges by itself whenever enemies affected by Omen are nearby. So you burst, and now she just gets, her charge attacks get 60% damage bonus per second up to 180. So you probably on average you are gonna get like 120% damage bonus on charge attacks. And then her attack damage is doubled. It is not 200% damage bonus, it's just double the damage. Times 2 what you got before. On every charge attack. If there are enemies affected by Omen, which means always. Because now it lasts for 13 seconds. So crazy buffs. And all the cons are huge. She can DPS C6, of course. Yeah. Even before C6, she can already like... I mean, she's not gonna like break any records before that, but at C6 she can be actually pretty good. I'm looking forward to making teams with her and Durin. Now, it might just be that the strongest Durin Mona teams actually on-field the Durin and not Mona, but mostly because Durin doesn't have any good artifact sets. So what you want to do is you want to play Furina and then play Durin on Marechuse. Because otherwise Durin plays like 2-piece or 4-piece Noblesse. He doesn't have artifact set options. By on-fielding him, even though he does nothing on-field, because his burst just fires off-field automatically. On-field he doesn't do anything except for normal attacks that aren't special in any way. So you just on-field him to get Marechuse Hunter. And you can also get the Bennett buff by just standing inside of it. What hero do you play when you use Furina with Durin? Bennett. It has to be Bennett. Because without Bennett, the team doesn't even make sense. Bennett C6 specifically. Because you need the Pyro normal attacks. So that you can do something while sitting on field. You don't want to just AFK. It takes a few seconds to do for normals, but it's gonna be like 2 seconds or something. Better Aino? She's very different from Aino, no. Especially her C4 is huge now, especially for teams with Durin. This is 45 crit value. Huge. I mean, you can also play off-field Durin. You can still play off-field Durin, just play 2-piece. Kinda cope for now, but he should get a better set eventually. And once he gets a real set, once he gets a real artifact set, the teams where you actually off-field Durin as you are supposed to should become just as good if not better than the on-field Durin teams. Especially if you have Mona cons. And by cons I mean C6. Because at C6 is like when on-fielding Mona actually has some merit. So what I will probably do, I mean I will if on-field Durin turns out to be better, if just Mona only to set up the Omen and then Bennett Durin Furina ends up being my best option, maybe I will play that, but what I would prefer to play if I could would be on-field Mona with Durin, and then I could still play Furina for the Mona, but then we need a healer in the final slot. But I guess I kinda want to sustain anyways, because I could play Albedo as well, and Albedo is like a pseudo-sustain, he gives you crystallized shards. What if you play Xianyun and play Plunge Mona? Yeah, no. If you can spare Bennett for Durin, then you just off-field Durin, that's perfectly fine. You just play Durin off-field. You still want Mona? Maybe even more so now, because you can on-field her. And then... And the final slots are pretty universal. You can go Albedo, you can go another Hydro, you can go Sucrose. Oh yeah, Sucrose would be very good for the EM bonuses and the Swirl. You can go with some sustains. You can go with Inefa and Aino. Inefa, Aino, Mona, Durin. You get the double Notcry and then the double Hexarray. Plunge Klee like the good old days. I mean, now you will want to focus on char attacks. But I did play Plunge Klee against like some difficult events. The Sorian Hunter event. I used Klee to get a platinum medal on that. Plunge Klee with Xianyun. It was Klee, Furina, Yelan, Xianyun against the Seahorse. That was a tough fight. I mean, there could just be a thingy where you need 2 Hexarray characters, but it could also just be... I mean, if they want to make a set specifically for this gang right here, then I guess it would just be a Hexarray limit thingy. Could also be something related to pyro reactions, like a better Crimson Witch. Because all of these, except for maybe Venti, will always want to do pyro reactions. Because Durin is all about overloads or vapes or melts. I mean, it's like vapor overload pretty much for Durin, realistically. Razor is all about overload. Venti you play with Durin, probably, so you get pyro swirls. Klee is overload, Fischl overload. Albedo pyro crystallize, Mona vape. And then Sucrose can pyro swirl. So, everybody here does pyro reactions, so it could just be a pyro reaction set like Crimson Witch, but actually good, and not garbage. For anybody that's not like Diluc. Or Gumming, maybe. If C2 Furina, would Baiju work as a healer? Why would you play Baiju there? If you want to vape with your Durin, Baiju would ruin your Hydro Aura. You could do Virgin Durin. It's actually a thing. Now, you wouldn't really benefit that much from C2 Furina with a Virgin Durin, but like Lauma Durin, and then some Hydro, is actually pretty legit. It's gonna be the best Virgin team we've ever had. And it might actually be playable. It might actually be even good. It will definitely be the best Virgin team, and it might even be the unprecedented good Virgin team. And also your Band is taken and your Lama is taken, and you're gonna tell me that your Mona is taken as well, or what? You're not gonna play them all at the same time every time, like what? Just because you have a team that exists that plays these characters doesn't mean you will always use them versus all content, no? Plus attack, it's really more universal and that's what Albedo can benefit. For the DPS Albedo mains, I'm so much faster now when just switching to the 20% movement speed team. Zoom. This is her regular running speed. She's so fast. Oops. Oh no, I just stopped instead of held my E. But yeah, there are gonna be like a ton of teams you can play Durin in. Razor DPS is good now, but Razor does need Bennett. You cannot play Razor without C6 Bennett. But yeah, if you don't have many DPSs, C6 Razor, C6 Fischl, C6 Bennett, plus Durin. Or even just without... Actually no, you do need Durin. Oh no, you don't need Durin. Yeah, you just play Chevrus. Because Razor buffs are just good enough by themselves. And Razor gets the Hexarray resonance from Fischl. So Durin is optional. And you have a banger overload team. For very cheap. 4 stars only even. Yeah. Chevrus, Razor, Bennett, Fischl. Is probably gonna be the strongest 4-star team in the game. Only rivaled by Meltgaming, but actually possible to play unlike Meltgaming. Yeah, Durin Fischl or Chevrus Fischl. C6 Chevrus might even be better than like C0 Durin. But it would be close. Oh, plants, let's go. Gaming is bad without Flash Claim? Nah. Gaming is still good. More so Gaming is bad without Citlali. But still playable with like Rosaria. And just Gaming is already a pain to play, and then you add Rosaria, who's a pain to play, and now you are in a circle that's a pain to play. You are in Bennett's circle, like you need to stay in Bennett's circle, and you need to make sure that the enemy stays in Rosaria's circle. And then there are his energy requirements. Like, he's a pain, but he is good. He is a top pyro carry. Better than most. Just an absolute pain to play. But the only pyro carries that rival him right now are Mavuika and Arlecchino. Never mind, you didn't find it. Whoa, what are these bounces? What is happening? Just craft the finder and we'll show you the location on the map. Stop being so stubborn for no reason. Thank you very much, Ainona, for the raid. Let me give you a shout out. Wait, did it work? Did I do the shout out thingy? I did. Thank you very much for the raid. And hello everybody. Thank you. Sent from Galaxy Fridge. Ainona, Nympha Shiny. Thank you very much for the follow. My follow notifications are scuffed. I have two different apps giving me follower notifications. And Kevin knows. Thank you very much for checking out my stream, and I hope you had fun as well on your stream. I'm Polite Out. I stream Hoyo games every day. Although today was a close call. I lost power a couple hours before the stream and only came back like right before. I didn't have power for over 2 hours. Which kinda sucks when it just became cold. But yeah. We survived. As you can see. From me being alive. I'm not gonna stream for much longer. I'll actually soon send all the raiders to like on another raid. Because I do stream every day. But I do have a G Omega Lul B, so I can't stream for too long, unfortunately. It was like right when I would start getting ready for my stream. Because like half an hour before, I already like set everything up, you know, make myself some tea and stuff, and like half an hour before the stream is exactly when the power came back. So where was I? I was collecting silk flowers. Let's go to Liwa Harbor as well. Also, earlier today, I have just finished perfecting every single song in the Genshin Impact game. The last one was Romari Time, the Shiguin song. But yeah, managed to perfect them all on Kanorus on highest difficulty. Every song just before they add the new difficulty modifiers. Okay, let's do some squats. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Ooh, the crackling noises. 1, 2, 3, 4.
お父さんとお母さんがこう言ってたんだ。どれだけ忙しくてもお腹が空いて急げ。
Stop bouncing, Veresa. Oh, I forgot she can run on water. Yeah, that's a feature. We need Chaska. Who stole Varesa. Okay. Let's go grab these. And now go all the way around. Can I make sure I have enough seeds to maximize the planning efficiency? You only lost the desire to do it when it became permanent. I just really love rhythm games. I always liked them as events, and I still love it as permanent content. So for me that's the dream side mode. Will there be movement characters better than Atlans? For sure. Durin can't fly unfortunately, but maybe Nicole will be able to. So I think it will be mostly reserved to like the big characters. Stuff like Archons. Or maybe some Canrians or whatever. Maybe some Harbingers could have some extra movement abilities. So I may be expecting like 1 or 2 per year that have noteworthy movement capabilities, but it should still keep happening. Also, eventually we'll get some more Natlan characters. They do go back to previous regions eventually. And those will also have guaranteed movement mechanics. That's kind of the entire theme of Natlan. Maybe Sandrone will get her robot to carry her around. Pulonia. Maybe. Although, I think like Pulonia is gonna be more like a combat summon. It would be too unwieldy to just walk around as such a big robot. You know? The Genshin environments are not made with such thick characters in mind. So you are probably gonna move around as Sandrone the little girl, or like the little girl robot, I guess. And yeah, the robot will be a summon. Or it could just appear as part of her animations, like it will have like a cloaking module where it's invisible, but then when she presses a skill, he will like appear, punch, and then disappear again. That's kind of like the seed treatment that we got in. I mean, it's kind of both. It's both how Clara in Star Rail works and how Seed in Zenless works. You move around as the girl, and then in combat, when you use abilities, the robot just appears, attacks, and disappears. It doesn't even get summoned to like stand there, no. It's just absent. Because yeah, we already have 2 small girls with big robots and they are both like that. At least I don't think she will get in the robot. The robot should be autonomous. But yeah, she'll probably just like, you know, fight alongside it. Either you summon like summoning the robot so that it moves autonomously will be the good ending, and then the robot just being part of her regular skill animations, just like as a glorified particle effect, that's the bad ending. But I feel like it should be one of those two. Okay, so yeah, the Raider just came, but like I said, I will be ending my stream now as well. So thank you very much for coming. I do stream every single day at 8 PM CET, which is 3 hours before now. So if your streamer is ever offline, I will be there. Actually, except for some days this week. I'm only absent a few times a year. But this weekend will be one of those, because I will be going on to a convention. You can join the Discord server to get the notifications. and all of that. Okay, so let's just raid somebody else. Sesame is too. No, like this would be too good. This would be too good to be true, because that means the robot would be its own character. So no, that's the too good to be true ending. It's not gonna happen. So yeah. Thank you everybody very much for watching, both my viewers and the raiders, and I hope you enjoy the next stream you jump into and just your entire day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye bye!